Soundcore have just launched their latest STEM-style designed earbuds with advanced adaptive noise cancelling, LDAC codec support, multi-point use, wireless charging, smart sensors, Hear ID, and up to 10 hours of single charge playtime. That's an impressive spec sheet, but let's see how the Soundcore Liberty 4 and C can perform during everyday use. Hi everyone, my name is Andy and you're watching Andy's Tech Tone. Quick disclaimer, I got the earbuds from the manufacturer for testing, but no money exchanged hands and I'm completely free to say whatever I want about their product. Now, onto the Liberty 4 and C buds. We got this STEM style design, and while there is nothing really groundbreaking about it, the earbuds look really sleek and modern. It has this typical Soundcore vibe, if you like. The earbuds are fully plastic, but the build quality is top-notch. And this is the part where I tend to complain about the excessive use of glossy materials, which are not necessarily known for giving you the best grip inside the ear canals. And yes, we get a glossy finish all over the buds here as well, and the fit is not super tight in my ears either, but it's secure enough for your everyday workouts or park runs. And the IPX4 rating can also give you some confidence when it comes to sweating or if you get caught in a shower. The buds weigh in at around 5.1 grams each, and they are very comfortable to use for hours on end. Not a hotspot, not the slightest discomfort. This is my experience only, of course, and your mileage might vary. Onto the battery case, my favorite part is the lid, which pops open when you press the button on the top. The hinge is springy and strong enough not to flap around, and the way the whole case is designed grants you easy access to the buds. And while that design decision may have added extra thickness to the case, I'm okay with that, as the Liberty 4 and C is still easy to carry around in most pockets. And what must have added extra thickness to the case too is the large battery inside. We can get up to 50 hours of total use out of the case and the buds together. Given the fact that the earbuds can last up to 10 hours on a single charge, it means that the case can recharge the buds fully 4 times. These are good numbers even if we know that it's with the ANC turned off. With ANC in use, the playtime drops down to 8 hours on a single charge and 40 hours in total. And if we use the LDAC codec, which is famous for its appetite, the playtime drops a bit further down according to my own tests. But in any case, these numbers are excellent considering what the competitors can do in similar scenarios. And if your earbuds ever run out of juice, you get a 10 minutes quick charge feature, which boasts another 4 hours of use, which is simply outstanding. The USB-C charging port is not even worth mentioning anymore these days, but the compatibility with the Qi wireless charging standard is something that not all the competitors have added to their arsenal just yet. So all in all, we get a more than respectable performance on the battery side of things. And when it comes to connection, the Liberty 4 and C buds keep on offering the great features. We got Bluetooth 5.3 with both LE audio and LDAC support, there is multi-point use, we got mono mode and the low latency game mode. Besides LE audio, which has great potential for future applications, the two most interesting out of all these are LDAC, which is a high bitrate, high quality audio codec, and multipoint, which allows you to connect your earbuds to 2 separate devices at the same time. Multipoint works well, switching between devices can take a second or two, but it's smooth enough and it's also platform agnostic, so it will work across all your devices. Android, iOS, Mac or Windows shouldn't be a problem. Using the app you can switch between previously connected devices manually, which adds an extra flexibility to everyday use. The only quirk is that the LDAC codec gets disabled if you turn on dual device connection in the app. You will still have AAC to use as your audio codec, so it doesn't really upset me as an iPhone user, but I know it can be a deal breaker for some. In general, the connection is rock solid with no signal dropouts, lag-free video playback, and with the game mode enabled in the app, gaming should also present no issues whatsoever. When it comes to making phone calls, there is a triple mic setup in each earbud, which provides you with a clear voice transmission. So this is the audio quality you can expect from the Soundcore Liberty 4 and C earbuds in a quiet environment. And since the indoor test couldn't really challenge the microphones and the AI algorithm, let's just step outside for another test to see how the earbuds can handle some pretty heavy wind and also some traffic noise in the background. Next up are the touch controls. The panels are built into the top portion of the stem and they give you prompt reactions and a higher than average level of accuracy. You can control play, pause, tracks, volume, ambient modes, phone calls, and your voice assistant. So everything is on the menu and it's a la carte too, meaning that you can change around and reassign functions to every single tapping action independently on each bud. Soundcore has always been good at this, so I was kind of expecting the excellent controls and customization, and they did not disappoint. We also get smart sensors with a switch in the app to enable or disable automatic play and pause. And speaking of the app, well, Soundcore packed a ton of features in it. Starting with the settings, you can find the autoplay pause, the gaming mode, and the soundly compensation switches up top. Not sure what this last one really does, but you get the option to play with it nonetheless. Next, you can set up some prompt tones and the multi-point connection, and you can run a test to check the seal of your ear tips. In the auto power off menu, you can tell the buds when to turn off after disconnecting them from your phone. Using the Find Device option, you can ping each of the buds in case you misplace them, but the location-based Find My Device option is only available on Android, thanks to the system integration Google Fast Pair can offer. Another benefit of using Android is LDAC support, so the sound mode menu where you can activate it is only available on Android again. But other than these two extras, the app and the available features are the same on both iOS and Android. And that includes the ambient sound mode, the sound effects, the safe volume, and the custom controls, all of which can be found on the main page of the app. We already talked about the controls and we will talk about ANC in a minute, so now let's see the other two. Safe volume gives you options to set up certain values to protect your ears from too much exposure to high sound pressure levels. I set the maximum volume to 80 decibels and I still found the earbuds more than loud enough. You can go all the way up to 100 decibels, which might be a touch beyond of what I would consider safe, but again, the app offers some flexibility in setting up this feature, so everyone can find their sweet spot. The other neat feature is the sound effects, which does not only give you plenty EQ preset options, but also an 8-band manual equalizer and Hear ID. Hear ID runs a hearing test first, and then another bunch of preference tests where you can select from two different sound signatures the one you prefer over the other. And after combining these test results, you will get a custom Hear ID curve, which you can tweak further on your own manually if you still don't like it. You may have also noticed the 3D surround sound option in the sound effects menu. It's nothing like Dolby Atmos or spatial audio with head tracking, so don't expect too much from it other than some added reverb and some messing around with the soundscape of your buds. But regardless of how much I like it, this is just another one of the almost limitless ways you can fine-tune the sound signature of your earbuds using the app. And now let's talk a bit about the active noise cancellation. Soundcore calls it Adaptive ANC 2.0. Basically what it does is monitoring the noise levels not only surrounding you, but also those inside your ear canals, creating a personalized sound filter curve, which then gives you the best possible customized ANC performance. And it makes changes real time, adapting to the environment you are in. That's the theory. In real life, it means that in terms of sheer noise cancelling power, it can beat the Earphone Air Pro 3, which so far has been my top choice in the category. And it can come really close to what the top dogs, such as the Apple AirPods Pro 2 can do when it comes to muting the world around you. Apple still has the edge in fighting higher pitch noises, but lower frequencies are handled equally well on both buds. So the noise cancelling is good. It's not Bose good, but it can effectively tame most surrounding noises for sure. Fan noise, traffic noise, no problemo. And the Adaptive ANC seems to get the job done across all scenarios. You can opt for using the manual mode, of course, and there are a few different transportation modes as well in the app. You also get a dedicated wind noise reduction mode, which reduces that whistling noise quite significantly, so I always have it enabled when I'm out and about. However, it somewhat reduces the efficiency of the noise cancelling at certain frequencies. The AirPods Pro 2 handles wind noise better overall, even without a dedicated mode, but I like having it as an option on the Liberty 4 NC nonetheless. But what I don't like at all is how muffled the transparency mode sounds. Regardless of what mode I use, fully transparent or vocal, it just sounds muted and digital. There is nothing crisp or transparent about it. If there is anything the Earphone Air Pro 3 does better, then it's this ambient sound mode, and of course there is the AirPods Pro 2, which is by far the best on the market as far as transparency is concerned. So while the ANC performance itself is pretty much top of the class and beyond, the ambient mode needs some tweaking for the whole package to become really comparable to something like the Apple AirPods Pro 2. But the sound quality is pretty much comparable to that of the Apple Buds. The large 11mm drivers can deliver a substantial bass, but the lower registers remain well controlled and tight across the whole volume range. I like its dynamic nature and the fact that it never feels out of proportion, but my favorites are the mids with their overall presence and natural tonality. There is no coloration and no upper bass overhang to muddy up the sound. Vocals and instruments sound full-bodied and warm, everything comes through with clarity. It's all well-balanced and engaging. The highs serve up plenty energy and detail, and we also get a good extension towards the top end. No sign of sibilance, nor there is any distortion even at higher volumes, so ear fatigue is a non-issue in the long run. Soundstage is decently built in between your two ears, but you won't get an extremely wide or deep view into the music. It's definitely more airy and open than, let's say, the Earphone Air Pro 3 again, and it's pretty much on par with the sound quality you can get from the Apple AirPods Pro 2, which, given the price difference between the two, is really something. Sure, the Apple Buds can offer slightly better separation and it feels like the music is more finessed or organized, but I believe it's just the lack of dynamics, especially at the bottom octaves, that makes their sound a bit more smooth and chill overall. But if you want a better kick with a detailed, forward, exciting and dynamic sound, the Liberty 4 NC is the way to go. And let's not forget all the EQ and sound tweaking options the Soundcore app has to offer. And to wrap things up, I have to say that Soundcore have managed to impress me once again. For $99 you get a set of earbuds with a spec sheet that is much longer and more comprehensive than it has any right to be at this price point. And what's even more important is that the earbuds can deliver an excellent performance across the range. There is the outstanding ANC, the exciting sound, the feature-packed smartphone app, good battery life, wireless charging, LDAC codec, multi-point smart sensors, but we all know that already. And it all works pretty well without any major hiccups. So at the end of the day, Soundcore, in my opinion, have a new class leader in their hands, which would be a top choice for just under $100. And that was my take on the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I've also got some links for you in the description with all the actual prices and discounts, so please check them out if interested. If you have anything to add or ask, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching everyone. Hope to see you all in the next one.